How's it going, everyone? ND Sean 45 coming at you. Before I get to the preview, I have something that I want to say, and I'll try to make it quick. Look, I'm not oblivious. I want to make that clear. Like the rest of you Irish fans out there, I've seen the play on the field, I've seen the coaching, I've seen the play calling, and those of you who watch me on a regular basis, you know that I'm not afraid to address it when things with this Irish team go poor. And if I didn't prove that in the Michigan postgame video, then obviously you guys haven't been watching me long enough these past 9 or 10 years, however long it's been. But with that said, despite how I can be critical of this team, that doesn't mean that I don't support my guys. And that includes the coach. So what I'm getting at is this. If you're going to constantly be negative on this team and preach and regurgitate the recent narrative of fire Brian Kelly, hire Urban Meyer, I'm telling you right now, take it somewhere else. I'm not going to listen to it on this channel. That's not what this channel and these videos are about. I mean, yeah, address the obvious. Address it when the team has a bad game or the coaches didn't do their job or the play calling sucked for that particular game. Then yeah. But I don't call for heads. I'm not going to call for coaches to be fired. I'm not going to listen to any of that crap. I mean, it's one thing to critique. It's another to just completely be negative and quit on your team. That's a whole different thing. So like I said, I mean, I'll criticize my guys, but still, they're my guys and I'll stick with them, of course. That's what a true fan does. So, Manny Davis, if you're out there watching this video, you're not gone completely, dude. Just a little suspension. I'll bring you back after the Duke game. But all this recent crap of, fire Brian Kelly, hire Urban Meyer, I'm sick to death of it. So all you guys who plan to do that, take it somewhere else. Like I said, the Notre Dame 24/7 sports page has plenty of negativity if that's what you're all about. Go there. So with that said, on to the preview for this week's game. And this week, it is the Duke Blue Devils on the road. Now, Duke, back in the day, when it came to football, you would think, okay, no problem. It's basketball we'd have to worry about them in. Well, now it's both. Duke has become a little bit of a threat. Dave Cutcliffe, he's done a pretty good job with that program. I mean, he's a quarterback's guru for a reason, having helped develop both Peyton and Eli Manning. So yeah, they're 4-4 on the year. And despite a couple of blowout losses on their schedule, they've played a lot of teams tough. They could easily have 6 wins right now. But yeah, this is not a game that we can't sleep on like a team could have back in the day. Blue Devils, they're led by quarterback Quentin Harris, I believe his name is, and surprise, surprise, another dual threat quarterback. At times, this Irish defense has had their hands full with dual threat quarterbacks, and seems to be the case yet again. Now, looking at Quentin Harris's stats, not bad. 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns to 7 picks. But I think that's going to be a big key in the game because despite his 7 interceptions, that's one thing that this Duke team is very turnover prone. I think if I read correctly, there's only 4 teams that they're better than in the turnover category. So they turn the ball over quite a bit. And I think that's where the key in this game is going to be, is specifically in the defensive trenches. Because not only do we have to shut down Quentin Harris and his running ability and his, based on the numbers, a solid passing ability, is we got to try to force some turnovers. And I think with also that you got to figure in, Duke has averaged, I think, given up like 28 points a game on defense. With our offense playing the way that it has, and, having a hard time being able to put away a team like Virginia Tech, I'm not dogging the Hokies, but there were quite a number of times in that game where we should have had it put away before the game-winning touchdown. So what it's going to come down to is this: stop Quentin Harris, force some turnovers, and with our offense against their defense, this offense has to show me something. They have to show me something as a fan. Like, for example, I've been saying, and as a lot of you have noticed, week in and week out, we can't ever seem to establish a running game. We have to find a way to start doing that. Not just in this one, but for the rest of the season going forward. And I honestly, I think that's why Ian Book has struggled the way that he has this year, because he's had to shoulder the whole load, has no running game to go along with the passing game. That's going to do you in every time. And I know some of you might say, "Oh, well, Sean, that's where a leader steps up and takes responsibility." Yes, that's true to a degree, but you can't just rely on one guy to get the job done. A quarterback has to have a complementary run game to go with his passing. That's just football 101 right there. So we have to get a run game going. Do I have any doubt that we can put up points on this Blue Devil defense? Yeah, we can. But if things keep going the way that they have been in the last few games, then I could easily see this being another close one. I hate saying that, but like I said, Duke as a football team is a lot better than what they have been in recent years. And with us having trouble getting things going on offense, and now we have injuries on top of that, it could be a long day if we're not able to establish that running game. Because like I said, you put it all in one guy. I mean, even for against a team like Duke, that's a lot of pressure. So this has got to be the game where we come together as a full team, as a full unit, and put it all together. But as it stands right now, I'm definitely looking at this one being a lot closer than what it should be. I hate saying it, but like I said, this offense has to show me something. So with that said, definitely look for the defense, for our defense to step up big time in this one. We're going to have to rely on them quite a bit, I think. And again, this is just, I would consider this a bold prediction. So that's the one bold prediction that I have. Look for our defense to kind of carry the load in this one. Because just at this point in time, the way things have been going, a slow start wouldn't surprise me on offense. It really would. So, of course, I want to be proven wrong on all this. I do. But as it stands right now, if we have a performance like we did against Virginia Tech, I think this final score of this game, I think we win it. Don't get me wrong, but I think it'll take kind of take a couple late scores to put this one away. So basically we'll all be in heart attack mode for 3.5 quarters. Put it that way. So my final score prediction for this one: Notre Dame 30, Duke 20. A little bit closer than expected, but the Irish get the win. And if it's, hey, like I said, if we click, we find a running game, and we blow these guys out, I'd love to eat crow on that part. I would love that. So, as it stands right now, that's how I see this game going down. Stalemate for 3.5 quarters, kind of a back-and-forth scoring ordeal, but the Irish pull away late. So, with that said, everyone, 30-20, Notre Dame with the victory. This is Endy Sean 45 signing off. God bless, and go Irish, beat Blue Devils.